All right. What's up, everybody? My people in Manhattan, the Bronx, Queens, Staten Island, my home borough, Brooklyn. Back at another video. This is going to be another video where I'm going to be using a comedy stand-up special as a backdrop, okay, to talk about a serious issue, or in this case, a semi-serious issue. Okay, the last time I did this, I used Chris Rock's legendary stand-up special, Bring the Pain, and his infamous joke, niggas versus black people, to talk about flushing out the ignorance in our community, the quote-unquote black community. Okay, it was a 3-part video series. You can go check it out on my YouTube channel. Now, this one I'm going to use to talk about male and female relations in America today, you know, in the Me Too era, post-Me Too. Okay, and this I'm going to use Dave Chappelle's stand-up special, Kill Them Softly, which, in my opinion, is the greatest stand-up special of all time. It's the greatest stand-up special of all time, in my view. I've seen quite a few, and this is definitely the best one. Chappelle, you know, this is my opinion. He's the greatest stand-up comedian of all time. Okay, him, you know, I got mad respect for Richard Pryor and Cosby and George Carlin. Those guys are legendaries themselves. Eddie Murphy, Chris Rock, but Chappelle, he's just non-for-real to me, talent-wise. Okay, but anyway, let's get into this video.
The only thing in our society that bothers me the most is the way that men and women don't get along no more. That's really what's bugging me about it. Men and women just don't get along. Like, I hear women say this all the time. I know a lot of you sisters be like, chivalry is dead. Don't you? Don't y'all feel that way? Like men aren't gentlemen anymore? That's right. Chivalry is dead. And women killed it.
Absolutely. I absolutely agree with Mr. Chappelle. You know, all these women, you know, you see now these protect black women, and all this shit. Look, for the past 45, 50, 52, you could say years, women, especially black women, have declared themselves strong, independent, and don't need a man, and men ain't shit, men ain't this, men ain't that. Anything a man can do, women can do better, and blah, blah, blah. All these years, for all these decades, now all of a sudden they want us to protect them. When you declare yourself strong and independent, you shouldn't be looking for any protection, you know? You say, okay, you know, take some self-defense classes. Get a bulletproof vest. And like Curtis Jackson says, stay strapped, homie. All this protect black women stuff is just, you know, that's why I said I do a video on it. You can't have it both ways. You can't say you're strong and independent and throw men under the bus and man hate and then say you want men to protect you. Okay, but you know what? You know what that shows? That shows women, even the most toxic feminist woman knows their real value. Whether it's Megan Thee Stallion or Tamika Mallory or any of these broads, they know that women need men to protect them. That's how the Most High set it up. The man and the woman. The man is the head. The woman is, you know, follows his lead. They both come together and create life, to create a child. Okay? Okay, so that shows me that these women, these women are really just angry and upset by for whatever reason. Maybe they have daddy issues. God forbid, they were molested by men. They just went through bad breakups. You know, all this baggage that these women have, man. That's what all this protect black women shit shows me. But like Chappelle said, chivalry is dead and women killed it. And before I continue, peep dude, you see that couple in the bottom right corner? Look what the dude is. The dude is clapping. Watch what his woman does. She slapped his hand and told him to stop clapping.
There's a fundamental difference in the way we're going to see things. We're not going to see eye to eye on this issue. We're just not. Our tests in life are different. A woman's test in life is material. A man's test in life is a woman. Now, by test, I mean that those are the things that we desire. Men have nice cars. Not because they like nice cars, because they know women like nice cars.
Absolutely. You know, you see a lot of these dudes, you know, that a lot of these dudes say, oh, women like thugs, they like gangsters, you know, they like dope boys and all this shit, you know. A lot of these dudes, you know, start sagging their pants and wearing gold chains and wearing Yankee caps backwards and shit, all for a woman, man. These dudes try to act like thugs and gangsters and bad boys over women. It's like, dude, like, you gotta love yourself, man. Don't change yourself for nobody, especially not a woman, okay? Love who you are. If that's not in your nature, that's not in your You know, and you know, that shouldn't be you anyway. No, that's why I made that series, flushing out the ignorance. Those bad boys and thugs gotta go. You know, dope boys. Dope means drug, but dope also means stupid. Okay, those guys gotta go. But man, love who you are. You know, if you like anime and comic books and shit, then you know, love that, man. Maybe you could be the next, you know, Akira Toriyama, the dude who created Dragon Ball Z. If you love sports and you want to be the next Stephen A. Smith, or you want to play sports, be the next Barry Bonds or whomever, Michael Jordan, go ahead and do that, man. Just find what you love to do. Find your passion, what you love to do. Maximize it. Get better at it. Get better and better at it, and make money off of it, man. And then the women will come running after you.
That's how it goes. Because men are hunters, and the car is the bait.
Here it comes.
And the woman comes and says, "Ooh, nice Porsche." Gotcha, bitch. That's how it is. That's true. Come on now, you go to a woman's house, her house be comfortable as shit. Women love comfortable surroundings, so men get comfortable surroundings. But let me tell you something. If a man could fuck a woman in a cardboard box, he wouldn't buy a house.
And you know, let me say this, what Chappelle said in terms of, you know, if a man can fuck a woman in a cardboard box, he wouldn't buy a house. You know, women were the ones, you know, Janet Jackson, you know, she had the song, you know, what has he done for you lately, or what's he done for me lately, blah, blah, blah. And of course, the intro is, you know, of course, girl, I know he used to do shit for you, but what has he done for you lately? You know, of course, Eddie Murphy mocked it in his legendary stand-up special, Raw. You know, the women were the ones who made it about material items. You know, women get upset when men call them gold diggers and all that shit. Women know they're gold diggers. You know, like, you know, you have this girl, Sweetie. If that man can't buy you a Birkin bag, which costs between, I believe, $40,000 and $500,000, throw his ass back to the streets and shit, which, of course, she stole from a man, because men say that about women. You know, she for the streets. All that shit. Women make it about material items, you know, houses, cars, his jobs, how much money is this dude making, can you afford a Birkin bag and all this bullshit. Women are the ones who made it about material items. Okay? But they get mad when men call them gold diggers. You know, it's just ironic.
But that's still not where chivalry got killed. Chivalry got killed by the feminist movement on the magazines that got women going crazy, because women got too much advice about men from other women. And they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And it's true. I see this shit in the magazines. I don't read them, but I be seeing the cover. I be in the grocery store, fellas, you look at one of the magazines, like, what is this? And they say on the cover, 100 Ways to Please Your Man by some lady. Get out of here, man. Come on. Ain't no 100 ways. That list is 4 things long. Just suck his dick, play with his balls, and then fix him a sandwich and don't talk so much.
Absolutely. That's all there is to it, man. All you gotta do to keep a man: cook, clean, suck his cock, and shut the fuck up. The cooks: cook, clean, suck his cock, and shut the fuck up. The 4 cuz. Cuh. You know? That's all it is to it. You know, mind you, Dave Chappelle's a married man. Well, at the time, I don't think he was, but he's a married man, you know, couple kids and all that. You know, but women rather listen to Oprah Winfrey, who's... Look, there's not a doubt in my mind that Oprah's a lick-a-lot-of-puss. Okay? Oprah, Gloria Steinem, and all these broads, and, you know, all these single women, you know. These talk shows like that show The Real, with that fat, man-hating bitch, Lonnie Love. All these type of girls, man.
And then the magazines trick the women. The magazines start picking at your self-esteem. every page you turn, you start feeling fatter and uglier, and you feel like your clothes aren't good enough. And the magazines have you forgetting how fucking beautiful you are. And that's what happens. Now look what happens. And then you forget how beautiful you are, and we all suffer. If pussy was a stock, it would be plummeting right now because you flooded the market with it. You're giving it away too easy.
Well, Dave Chappelle, you're right, man. You know, if pussy was a stock, that shit did plummet. It plummeted. You know, men don't even want pussy no more. Men don't even want women no more, man. Men would rather stay single. You know, got this MGTOW shit. You know, men going their own way. You know, these incels and IBMOR. You know, introspective black men of research. I believe that's what it stands for, IBMOR. But yeah. You know, so Chappelle definitely did predict the future. People talk about The Simpsons and Family Guy, you know, predicting the future. Dave Chappelle definitely did predict the future with this. You know, the pussy was talking, that shit did plummet. You know, now men don't even want to be with actual human women. You know, there's a news story of this dude, this athletic trainer, trying to marry a sex doll. This dude was trying to marry a sex doll, man. You know, I was reading that shit. I was like, oh, my God. Let me tell you something. Let me tell all the women, if you listen to this video, if you watch this video, let me tell you something. Y'all better hope and pray they never invent fully functioning sex robots. Okay? And what I mean by that is, you know, if you watch Star Wars, you know, you got the character C-3PO. Now, he walks, he talks, he does all this shit. If they ever invent sex robots that can walk and talk and suck and fuck and all this... all this bullshit, it's over, man. You gonna have dudes spending thousands of dollars on sex robots or whatever. Man, it'll be over. And then women will be like, why are these guys marrying sex robots? They're marrying pieces of metal over actual women? Of course they are. Because the sex robot, at least you could turn it off. You know, you can't turn a woman's off. You know, I mean, unless you put a bullet in her chest. Other than that, you can't turn her off. You can't get her to shut up. You get a robot to shut up. You just turn its power button.
I'm just being truthful. I'm just talking. It would plummet. You'd be watching the news today. Pussy plummeted again on the NASDAQ. Gold is up 10 points. You can see it. You ever have this happen? This is how confusing it is. This is the practical application of what I'm talking about. Like a guy be out, this happened to a lot of guys. You be out at a club, bar, right? You're kicking with your boys, and a girl walks by, and man, she looks good. She looks good. Not good in that classical way. I mean, you know, I'm talking good like she got half her ass hanging out her skirt. Her titties are all mashed together, popping out the top of her turtleneck and shit. And you with your buddies, right? You with your buddies, you got a couple drinks in you, and you see a girl, you might try to talk to her. This might not come out right. I don't know what you say, but damn, look at them titties. The girl gets mad at you. Oh, wait a minute. Just because I'm dressed this way does not make me a whore.
Yeah, and you know, that on what Chappelle said, women dress like that on purpose. You know, because women love attention by nature. Women are attention-seeking creatures by nature, man. They love attention. That's why they walk out the house. Like Chappelle said, have mini skirts on and shit. You know, some of these girls, they walk out with, you know, just bras on, you know, showing their stomach and their figure, these tight ass jeans or these leggings showing off their ass and all types of shit, man. They do that. Why? For attention. But what they don't understand is this. You're going to attract attention, good and bad. You're going to have dudes that catcall you, you know, catcall you and stare. You have the creepy dudes that stare, and you're going to have dudes who just, you know, be honest with you, just straight up grab you, take you into an alley and rape you. I know that sounds dark and foul, but it's just true, man. It's just true. You know, there was a story, I think it was like a year ago or something, about a dude in Brooklyn. You know, who saw a girl with a fat ass, she had tight jeans on, and dude started spanking her ass. Dude spanking her ass, and the brother Chronicles of Judah 144 covered it on his channel. Gotta remember that shit. I remember seeing it on the news, on TV. You know? That's true. You know, like if you walk out of the house with a coat made out of bacon, you're going to have some dogs that might come up and lick you. And you're going to have some dogs that are just going to come on the street, bite your ass, trying to get that bacon coat. Okay, I know it sounds absurd, but it's just true. You're going to attract attention, good or bad, man. So if you don't want the bad attention, then come out the house dressing respectful. Wearing, you know, normal jeans and a shirt that covers your whole stomach and everything, and a jacket. I don't know what to tell you. You know? And even then, you still might get harassed. But, you know, that's why you're supposed to have a man with you. Because you're getting harassed if dudes staring at you or getting out of pocket and shit. No, for the most part, dudes won't say anything. Dudes won't say anything. Like, dudes won't say anything if they see you with your... If you're a woman, you have a man, you have a boyfriend, you're walking down the street with them, dudes for the most part will leave you alone. You know, it's not the other way around, though. If a woman... If you're a woman, you're hanging out with your boyfriend, and a woman comes up, she might start flirting with your man on the spot and pretend you're not there. So, women have far less respect for relationships than men do.
Which is true. Gentlemen, that is true. Just because they dress a certain way doesn't mean they are a certain way. Don't ever forget it. But ladies, you must understand that is fucking confusing. Just is. Now, that would be like me, Dave Chappelle, the comedian, walking around the streets in a cop uniform. Somebody might run up on me. Oh, thank God. Officer, help us. Come on, they're over here. Help us. I'm like, oh, just because I'm dressed this way does not make me a police officer. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, all right, lady, fine. Fine. You are not a whore. But you are wearing a whore's uniform. I'll tell you that shit right now.
And that's all it is to it. You may not be a whore, but you're wearing a whore's uniform.
Little misunderstandings can happen. And then men, we misunderstand women a lot. You know, we always undermine their feelings. You can't do that to them. You can't, because, see, feelings are, you see how they clapping? Feelings are very important to women. They are all important. I'm just learning this shit. Everything's based on how they feel. You can hear when they tell stories. You ever hear a man tell a story, it'd be just facts. Who, what, when, where, why. It was me and Bob, we was at Safeway. Then that nigga Bob said this, then I punched that nigga, and then I broke out. That's the story. That's the story. Women tell stories, all these feelings. Well, first of all, you have to understand, I was on my period, and I just talked to my mother, so I was feeling like, God damn, there's too many feelings. What the fuck happened? Get to it.
All right, I'm going to end it here. I'm probably going to do a part 2 of this video, all right? See y'all.